Who in their mind puts mayonnaise on artichokes? Who?
Everybody does. Everybody does?
Just about. I don't know. Comment if you have mayonnaise with your artichokes.
Stout.
What does being like you mean, Uncle Paul?
If you have money, share it with everybody. That's what I do.
Yes, sir. Generosity is one of the keys to success.
Enjoy.
Come with me to go train some dogs.
We trained this border collie kelpie mix named Brando. Right now we're getting our attention by doing the look command by putting the treat right in front of our face as he sits down, just so we know his full attention is on us. Then we do some find it tricks so he can reset, and now we're gonna have him do it all over again, except now we're gonna have him go lay down flat, and then soon after holding that position, we're gonna teach him how to roll. Raising that hand and giving him a little tap, he will be rolling over, and as soon as he does, we give him that treat, and then we tell him to stay a little, and then we give him more food. And just to get his mental stimulation satisfied, we're gonna repeat everything we just did all over again. So sit down, he was looking, except now we're gonna have him follow our hand on the roll over command, and he did that extra 360 turn, and then we're just gonna give him a lot of pets and praise for that. I wanted to practice this command one more time so that you guys can see while he's facing the camera. As soon as he looked at me, I redirected him over here by pointing down at the ground, and once he got there, told him to look, sit, and then got some treats, and then we told him to lay down and then roll over with our hand command without pushing him, and he soon got it. Much love to Brando. Now we're going to be training this 180 command with this Australian cattle dog. I know we talked about this command already, but I wanted to retouch this again because turning towards the direction of the dog instead of the opposite direction when doing the turn helps him get it a little bit quicker, especially when there's distractions. So for instance, if he's walking here, I'm slowly going to tug him here to redirect from the opposite direction. And then now going to the direction towards the dog as I just did helps him turn towards me. Again, it's an inside turn just like here, and then slowly he'll start to get it. I know there I dropped some treats earlier and he got distracted by that. But other than that, this would work. Again, happy talks for them to follow. I know I already showed this already, but I had to get another clip of Brando doing a roll. I was super hyped up that he was able to do this even without me having any treats or toys. He just loves to work and loves to interact. Now we're going to be training these two reactive but very lovely Belgian Malinois for the very first time. So initially when I called this dog, she jumped up for the very first time without my consent, so we gave that no attention, but then as soon as she does what we want, which is the sit and down command, we reward her with treats. The next thing we're going to practice is the through command. This is a trick you can teach your dog if you want them to learn how to sit or go down right under you and be at your level while turning your back to you. Simply make a tunnel with your legs and have them go through your leg. This can be done by holding treats in one side or just tapping with your hand and having them go through it once they get it. The next progression of the through command when dogs sit or go down right under you is called the guard command. We'll cover that later in videos, but right now again we're using the through command combinations with the stay command with this border collie mix named Fanny. We had her sit, go down, and then hold that position until we recalled her. Again, we'll do it here from a different perspective. Have her go sit and down, telling her to wait as much as we can, and then we simply open our legs, have her go through with full patience and soft talk of encouragement. The first clip was her doing it without me having any treats and just pointing to the ground, and this one right here was me rewarding her with treats as soon as she did the command that I want. The last thing we did was have her sit and go down and hold that position for longer than expected throughout the whole time. We then finished our training session with a stare contest to see who blinked first. I lost. Next we have this young stud. We took him out for a potty break, but then we wanted to do our training inside because he was really getting distracted with some of the birds and different dogs around the park. So yeah, he did his sit command, his little paw and touch command. The main thing we were looking at for this whole training session was just consistent eye contact and him always checking in with me, as you see in this clip. The longer he was able to hold the eye contact, the more treats he got. I had super fun with these two dogs. It was my first day working with them and with Belgian Malinois. Besides all the dogs I work with, shout out to my pet lizard Chester and my two fish, Esme and Rojito. Also, this big tabby cat named Latte, he was calling me over after all the training sessions with the dogs I was working with. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Catch us on the next video for more essential tips on dog training for first-time owners. Also, don't forget to follow my journey with basketball as I pursue to play it overseas while studying for my master's.